Hello everyone, I'm the Canadian Gaming Penguin. The Final Fantasy XIV crossover or collaboration event with Final Fantasy XV has begun today, September 13th, 2021, and will continue on until October 18th, 2021. This is a quest that does require a bit of a higher level, and by a bit I mean quite a bit a level. You're required to be a level 50, and you must have completed the Ultimate Weapon main scenario quest. There is lots of time for you to be able to do that if you're not there already. And if you happen to have already completed this event before, by talking to Kipijaka, the NPC right behind me, you will be able to use the replay feature that is now new to the game. And I am going to be playing through that version of the event. The only difference is that you won't get the gear from the quests. If you were doing it the first time around, you get gear from the quests. That said, let's get to it. And of course, there's a crowd of people, and if you hit the X key, you will be able to hide them. Well, their names anyway, and you'll be able to click through them. So, talking to Kipijaka here. For a limited time, you can relive the event A Nocturne for Heroes via the seasonal event replay feature. Do you wish to replay the event? Yes. If you proceed, the following quests will be rendered incomplete. The Man in Black and the Dark of Night, Messengers of the Winds, which are all the quests related to the event itself, and the following NPCs will become unavailable for trade until you've completed the Requious Questgans, the Ironworks Vendor, and the Recompense Officer. Please ensure that you have sufficient time and be advised that you will not receive quest rewards via this feature. So, we are going to replay A Nocturne for Heroes. And thus, the Man in Black. Kipijaka has caught the scent of a story and needs help chasing it down. And this quest is available for a limited time only. And this quest you have already completed, you will not receive a reward. Otherwise it would show the rewards here, and I believe the first one is the gloves. So, continuing on. Greetings, adventurer. It's been a while. Huh? Do not tell me you forgot about Kipijaka, a reporter for the Raven. You see, a certain rumor has been making its rounds of late. No few travelers passing through Thanalan report seeing an unusual black vehicle along with a peculiar mechanical soldiers. Do you happen to know anything about them? Well, yes, but no. No? Let me tell you then, that there is growing concern that they might be some unknown type of Garlean weaponry. Why, even the good people of Garland Ironworks have been called upon to investigate. This promises to be a most compelling story, and I intend to be the first reporter to tell it. But in order to do that, I require the contribution of good folk such as yourself. Lest you wonder, the black vehicle was most recently sighted near Black Brush in central Thanalan. Should you come into any information, I ask that you bring me word without delay. Quest accepted, and we have a special one because it's a collaboration event, and we have that there, so we are just going to teleport to Black Rush Station. Alternatively, we could obviously exit Ula itself and then head there, but now that we have flying in the Realm Reborn areas, it's just as, well, it's faster to just teleport and then fly. But if you're tight on Gil, obviously there's a means to that. And, mentioning mounts, since you will have to have completed the Ultimate Weapon main scenario quest, you will be able to fly in the area, so the quest traveling around to get to the quest markers and areas and whatnot will be way faster. And as you can see, there is a lot of people here. And here we have a destination marker, and it should be the first cutscene of the event. If you would like to see it through playing through for the first time, I do have the original up on my channel from when I first played through the event on my different YouTube character. Different character. Gah! Why wouldn't you move, darn it? Hey, do you know if there's a garage nearby? A what? Just my luck to have a breakdown in the middle of nowhere. What is this place anyway? Fanelin? The Blackbrush Station? Fanelin? Yorzia? That's on no map I've ever seen. I'm not sure how I got here, and I've got no idea where I need to go, but I'm going nowhere at this rate. Isn't there anyone around here who can fix cars? Well, the Garland Ironworks might be able to help it. Be able to handle it. If anyone can get moving, it'll be Sid. Well, we'll go with the Garland Ironworks, because Sid usually does too many things that he isn't supposed to do. Anyways. Seriously? Man, what a relief. Anyway, might as well keep pushing her along. I assume you're asking me for your help? Or, you're asking me for help? I can English. Hey, mind giving me a hand? She's heavier than she looks. What's your name, by the way? Celebrian. I appreciate the help, Celebrian. My name's Noctis. You can call me Noct. And now that we're introduced, let's put our backs into it. Talk about deja vu. Unbelievable. I still need to play Final Fantasy XV, so some of the references are still going over my head. Oh ho, this isn't Mistress Celebrian. By the gods, she's magnificent! Such elegance, such refinement! As you may have heard, we were tasked by the Alliance with investigating the investigating the mystery vehicle. Master Sid himself should be close. If you'll excuse me a moment, I will direct him hither. Hello, Sid. Celebrian, why am I not surprised that you're here already? So, this is the machine. At a glance, it doesn't appear to be of Garlean make. The young fellow there, I take it he's the owner? Yep, his name is Noctis. And Noctis doesn't seem to know anything about a Yorzia, you say. Peculiar. Might he have lost his memories like I did? Hey, I'm right here, you know. Now, if you're done talking about me, you're Sid, right? Not quite the Sid I was expecting. If you can fix the Regalia, then it's all good. I'll be honest with you. This is a technology I'm unfamiliar with. I can't make any promises, but I will try my best. Appreciate it. There's just one little problem. I don't have any money. Never you mind that. To be able to work on a unique machine such as this is its own reward. Seriously? You're a lifesaver. Oh, and Celebrian, I trust you also heard about the mechanical soldiers. We're tasked with investigating them as well. By all accounts, they appear to be simply men, albeit armored head to toe and bearing an advanced firearms. What portrays them is their unnatural efficiency with which they move. Sounds like MTs to me. MTs? Magitech troopers, robotic soldiers created by Niflheim Empire. I butchered names. Come to think of it, the last thing I remember is being at an IF base. It's kinda hazy, but there was a strange machine, and before I knew it, I was here, in this place you call Eorzea. That's quite an unusual tale, but then again, I'm in the presence of unusual technology. I have no reason to doubt your words. You may have inadvertently activated a teleportation device and been sent to our world. At any rate, you seem to be acquainted with these mechanical soldiers. Perhaps you could investigate in their stead. They were most recently sighted near the unholy air. The unholy air. Not far to the east of here. If they really are MTs, they might hold some clue as to how to return home. Alright, leave them to me. Hey, that's my line. Well, wait! It wouldn't do to leave our visitor to wander a strange land alone. Could you accompany him, Celebrian? Rest assured, I'll tend to the Regalia in the meantime. Naturally, I'm not gonna leave him off on his own. He'll be fine. Right? Anyway, so you can see we're back over here. We need to head over that way, so once again, and this time I'm actually gonna summon the Regalia type, just because I have it, so you can hear the music here. You can either drive, but since you'll be able to fly, you get to see the shiny transformation thing as I fly in the wrong direction. I believe one of this track that you hear, if you can hear it over me talking, is also one of the Orchestrion roles as well. Anyways, we need to head over here. And there should be a fate. As you can see, there's a host of people lining up with their cars. And since there's so many people here, it also means that wow, this is way longer than... You kind of killed it, horse. This is a long train of cars. I can't speak, apparently. Anyway. So, we need to wait for the fate. Because, as it says, participate in the fate at the unholy air. Oh. Here we go. So you will need to level sync if you are obviously higher than level 50, which I am, and we should see a bunch of things happening over here. And kind of do. Yeah. So they're gonna die fast because there is a lot of people here, and you will see that later on. You can always shout in the area if it becomes too difficult to try to complete on your own, or there isn't many people. You will likely be able to find some people in the area willing to help, or even ask your free company and all that stuff. Try this! You see Noctis here. And there we go. And we also get unidentified magic tech, which we will need for other things, which I will show in a moment. Or, well, later anyway. We can't access it just yet, from what I recall. Just a few people flying. And we need to go right here to the destination marker. This music is also one of the Orchestrion roles. Basically, any of the music you'll hear that's new to the game, Final Fantasy XV related, you will have an Orchestrion role with it as part of the event, which is exchangeable. And I'll go over all that once it's available. Anyways, MTs, just as I thought, and a magic tech armor to boot. They must have crossed over when I did. But I couldn't find any clues on how I might cross back. What am I supposed to do now? Let's consult Sid. The old geezer? Well, he did seem to know his stuff. You're coming along, right? Let's go check in on the Regalia. Of course I'm gonna leave you alone again. And you can see the Ironworks hand here. Which we can't speak to yet. Eventually, I think that is the one where we speak to exchange some things. We'll get to that in a moment. Or, well, again, later. So, how fared you? Were you able to find the mechanical soldiers? Yep. You fought them? So the rumors were true. That being the case, I would very much like to examine the technology with my own eyes. I have a favor to ask, Celebrian. The next time you encounter these soldiers, could you salvage their parts? Ahem! Mistress Celebrian, may I ask that you bring said parts to either myself or my colleagues in the 3 city-states? Oh, there we go. That's the Ironworks' locations. We will pass them along to the chief after he has completed his long list of outstanding tasks. Somebody's in trouble. Hey, where's my car? Don't worry, she is in a safe place. A reporter came sniffing about while you were away, so I decided to move her to the dispatch yard, that we might carry out the repairs undisturbed. I'm pleased to say I was able to identify the problem, and I believe it can be fixed. However, it may take some time to fashion the replacement part. I see. That's good to know. You must be the mystery man! Ooh, I'm no fashion correspondent, but I like your look. A simple silhouette with an emphasis on the details. What's the deal with you? Ah, where are my manners? Kipijaka, reporter for the Raven, at your service. You are the owner of the mysterious black vehicle, yes? Oh, what, you mean the Regalia? I beg your pardon? Regalia. Ah, so that's what she's called. A stately name. She's like nothing anyone has ever seen in Eorzea. May I ask where you hail from and how you came to be here? I'm from far away. I was on a journey, we were fighting, then suddenly I was here. I really need to find my way back. There's so much I have to do. A mysterious young man come from another world, desperately seeking a way home. A promising premise. Now then, may I ask what manner of journey you were on? Well, I was traveling with my friends. We were on our way to meet someone important to me. Someone important to you? Could you please elaborate on the nature of your relationship with this individual? Hold on just a second. You're not the only one with questions, you know. I've got loads of my own. Well, sir, the Raven has many eyes and ears, and I would be happy to call upon them all for the answers you seek, if you'll agree to grant me an exclusive interview. Yeah, sure, whatever. Then it's settled. If you would accompany me to Ul'dah, we may continue our conversation while I put my connections to work. Have fun. Sid. I'll begin working on the replacement part for the Regalia, but it will take a while. Feel free to go about your business in the meantime. And we are just going to teleport to Ul'dah because we're lazy and we're probably going to have to go by the Aetheryte anyway. And back over here, we see Noctis and Kibijaka. Noctis. Whew, that wasn't an interview, it was an interrogation! Kibijaka. Noctis is very cooperative. I have lots of juicy morsels for my future article. Lest you wonder, he was on his way to meet his beloved fiancée. Will the two sweethearts be reunited? With such a timeless tale of romance, the next edition of The Raven is certainly flying off the stands. Come now, don't look at me so. It's been so long since I last graced the front page, and as promised I will help Noctis find the answers he seeks. I've already put the word out to my colleagues, and I expect to hear back from them any moment now. Speaking of the devil? Speak of the devil. Yes, keep it here. What do you have for me? Truly? Thank you so much! See, what did I tell you? We have a hopeful lead. We'll need to take a little trip together, the three of us. See to your preparations and let me know when you're ready to depart. Shouldn't you tell us where we're going? Again, this will show you the rewards if you haven't done this already. I have, hence this is the replay thing. So, I don't see anything. The fate, like Clockwork, will appear at the Clutch in Central Fenelon over the course of the seasonal event. Complete the fate will reward players with pieces of unidentified magitech. These items may be exchanged for various goods by speaking with an Ironworks Hand. Ironworks Hands are posted at Blackbrush Station, and in each of the 3 city-states. Noctis. You're repeating the same thing. Kipijaka. In the dark of the night, Kipijaka is eager to set out with you and Noctis. Ready to depart? Excellent! Our destination is the Twelveswood. More of those mechanical soldiers have been sighted there. To be sure, my colleague only heard the rumors. I suggest first heading to Gridania and seeking out the witnesses. Sounds good. Let's get going. Oh wait, new as you are to Eorzea, you may struggle to find your way around. Permit me to show you to Gridania. Alrighty, lead the way. And we need to speak to these people in Gridania, and of course I am just going to teleport to Gridania. This title keeps making me want to sing the song from the movie Anastasia in the dark of the night. It's definitely not what it means, but yeah. So, none of the people that we need to speak to are on this side, but we do have Noctis here. Noctis. What? I'm not slacking off or anything, just checking out the clothing. Some really neat stuff here. Uh-huh. And oddly enough, I didn't know that it sold clothing until that moment during the first time I did this quest. So, 2019. Right, so let's open up the map here. Oh, there was somebody over here. It was all the way over there. Oh well. We have 2 people here, so we're going the wrong direction. We have someone there, and I'm going to take the Lancer's teleport to... Oh. Well, just... I'll figure it out. Some editing magic. Alrighty, so our first person is Hadrifor here. Mechanical soldiers. My apologies, but I'm not familiar with the rumor. Well, I am. Fellow I know claims he came upon them near the Hellthorn Huts in the East Shroud. At first he thought they were men, but on closer inspection he says they were more like dolls. And you didn't think to share this little tidbit with me, brother? If I were to fall victim to these abominations, I shall consider my death on your head. Anyway, so, heading this way, we see Methane. Mechanical soldiers. As a matter of fact, one of our sentries at Amarat name, Spire, reported encountering them while patrolling the Bramble Patch. At first he took them to be scarecrows, but as he approached them, these suddenly sprang to life and set upon him. We suspect that they are some heretofore unknown Imperial weapon. We are deliberating a response even as we speak. If your path takes you near that area, you would do well to exercise all caution. I am not worried one bit. Not worried at all. We're going to Conjurer's Guild, and then we're going to run away into the other area, and then straight down. And speak with Rostbant. Heard about the mechanical soldiers, have you? Indeed, they have been sighted in the East Shroud. While I do not personally know the details, the Wood Whalers are on the state of heightened vigilance throughout the Twelveswood. And now we need to speak with Kipijaka, who is... I keep hitting the wrong button here. She is by the amphitheater. So back this way we go. Oh, well, there's the Ironworks hand for Danya. And as you can see, you can have all the different Orchestrion roles that will be played. But anyways, and if you, as you can see, I already have these Orchestrion roles, so these are all useless to me. Anyways. Kibijaka is over there, as along with Noctis. Noctis. Cat people! Cat people everywhere! Here's me, I wasn't kidding. Who? Kibijaka. So, were you able to learn anything about the mechanical soldiers? A man saw them near the Hawthorne Hut. A wood whaler encountered them at the Bramble Patch. I see. In that case, if we're to keep watch at the Bramble Patch, we should be able to find them eventually. Well then, what are we waiting for? Wait, please hurry after Noctis. The Twellswood can be a veritable maze even for the locals, and it wouldn't do if he were to lose his way. Naturally, so off we go to the East Shroud. And yes, I'm just going to teleport, even though we could go by the Lancers Guild and then use the ferry. And as you can see, we are going to be in some sort of combat. And if I'm not mistaken, when I first did this, it introduced me to a number of mechanics that I had not yet experienced. This area, is it? No luck so far. Guess where you play the waiting game. So it would seem. Pretty stars. You hear that? Come on, let's check it out. Right behind you. What in the heck is that? What the? That's a daemon! Interesting looking. That thing's dangerous. We can't leave it running around. Heh, if you're up to it, eh? Come on then, let's do it! And we have Noctis here, who we can't be a dance partner to. And naturally, yeah, let's get back here. Make sure you stack on that. That is consistent throughout all of the fights. And I really like this music. I don't remember listening to it in the Orchestrion. So these are stackers. You want to stand in this one. And this one I was not familiar with because I hadn't gotten to the point through Stormblood where it's seen more frequently. And I hadn't done any of the raids or any of the Alliance raids, so I wouldn't have seen it through those either. It's also kind of interesting playing this as Dancer because Dancer was not available when this was first out. I suppose I don't really need to move around. It hurts a lot less than I remember. But I'm also level 70, whereas when I did this I was playing as my just barely 50-ish character and didn't have much Ironworks gear. And it was definitely not augmented because that wasn't directly available at the time. And I had no idea at the time how to augment that gear. Yeah, so. Anyway, this creature is definitely an interesting one. I'll just kind of give you a look if I can without it. Without the UI and all that stuff. Yeah. Obviously, as I said, I haven't played 15 before, so I'm sure this probably makes sense to those who have seen it. Let them do it! Correct, that was a pretty easy fight. Also because I knew what I was doing. Bramble Patch. Noctis. First magic type troopers, now a Damon. What the hell is going on? All that fighting made me hungry. Let's take a rest for now. Yeah, after a fight like that, I could certainly use a break. Right, let's set up camp. Camp out! Yay! And that fight took so long that it's now daytime. And now magically it's nighttime. Ice balls! Onigiri! Specifically. So, what's your story? Why do you go around doing what you do? Well... protecting those dear to me, supporting those dear to me, just being with my friends. Protecting those dear to me. Protecting, huh? You and Gladio would get along, I bet. Big guy's always ready to throw himself into harm's way for us. We were traveling together, me and him and a couple of others. Hearing your story, I couldn't help but be reminded of them. My purpose? That's a tough one. I guess you could say it's keeping a promise. But I can't do that while I'm here. I have to go back to my own world. Somehow. Noctis. It's good that we took care of the daemon. But there weren't any clues this time either. GP Jock. So, how did you fare? Were you able to find your answers? Nope. We found only more questions. Like, how the hell did a daemon end up here as well? A daemon? It's a kind of monster. From your world, I assume. And it somehow came to be here in Eorzea. I'm no naturalist, but I imagine it being similar to a Voidsen. And if even a monster such as that could find its way to our world, then surely you can find your way back too. Yeah, I hope so. I'll keep working with my colleagues to find new leads, so just sit tight for now. Actually, I'd rather go for a walk. Check out the area a little. That's cool, yeah? Sure thing. Well, it should be safe enough if you keep close to the city. Great. See you later. Oh, wait, just a... There he goes again. Though I do not think that Noctis would disappear on us, I would feel much better knowing you were with him. Will you go and keep him company? I promise to have new information to share before long, so see that you both return soon, alright? And speaking with her today... again, rather? I promise to have new information to share before long. See that you both return, alright? And we need to speak to Noctis, who... is, he is by the Aetheryte there. Okay. And Noctis is right here. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, you can tell Kibi she doesn't need to worry. I can take care of myself. I'm not about to run off somewhere. I was just checking out the clothing at the stall here, and as I was browsing, the shopkeeper offered me some stuff for free. Your friend has a fine physique and exceptional fashion sense. Having an attractive young man such as him model our garments is the best form of advertisement. That totally sounds like you. Thanks, lady. Anyway, I want to explore some more. You cool to hang out for a bit, yeah? And again, rewards, I'll have a note, etc, etc. Complete. And you can see that we now have another quest. And I'm just curious... Nope, nothing related to the quest, or event. Messenger of the Winds. Noctis feels the need to unwind. And again, rewards, blah blah blah. After all that, I still don't have any idea how I'm supposed to get home. For now, it looks like there's nothing I can do except wait for Kibi to dig up clues. So I was thinking, I've come all this way to this beautiful place. I might as well try to see what I can of it, so I've got something to tell my friends. It may not look like it, but I'm kinda crazy about fishing. I go whenever I have time, and I've got time now. So I'm gonna hit up a place nearby. You should come too. But I don't wanna fish. I'm just kidding. And flying again, we are headed in this direction. As my voice kinda croaks there. This way. And he should be somewhere over here, over there. Where everybody else is. There we go. Noctis. It's also one of my favorite spots for cutscenes and stuff because it's very pretty. What took you so long? I've already reeled in a dozen. Not that quick, you know. To be honest with you, I'm worried. I keep thinking, what if I never found my way back? And it gets me down. But being here in this tranquil forest and casting the line, it calms me. Helps me focus. I have to get back. People are counting on me. I know that feeling all too well. And I'm counting on you. Like I said. Oh hey, let's take a photo together. That massive water wheel over there would make for a great backdrop. Take a what? Sure. Great. You ready? Here we go. Nice. I can practically hear Prompto saying, "I love the lightning. Can't wait to show this this to the fellows when I get back." You're right. We should be getting back ourselves. Come on, let's go. Kibijaka. And Noctis is not here yet. Oh, there he is. Slibrian! Noctis! Thank the gods you're back! What's the matter? I've just learned from a colleague that mechanical soldiers have already appeared in Exali territory. That in itself would be cause for concern, but the beastmen responded with alarms and the trespassers and have summoned forth Garuda. Uh-oh. That bird lady? Pretty sure we already took care of her. Back in my world, anyway. Well, technically I did too, but wait, what? What? You mean to say you're a primal slayer like Celebrian? Primal? Was that like an astral or a messenger? Well, whatever it is, we'll take care of it one way or the other. So where's Garuda supposed to have appeared exactly? At the Howling Eye, her domain to the north. But it's nigh impossible to venture near, for Garuda shrouds her sanctuary with violent winds. If you're determined to face her, however, I will contact the Ironworks and request a loan of an airship. Well, leave it to us. I'd say leave it to me, but you know. Very well then. We'll see to your preparations. I will secure your transportation. When you're ready, come and meet me in front of the Caroline Canopy. Or Carline Canopy? You've proven yourself, friend. If you're gonna face Garuda together, I'll lend you the power of kings. The power of what? Do I look different? It's a special power that I have. I can share it with others. With it, you can quickly warp around, like you've seen me do. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure you've got what it takes. Garuda's causing trouble because of the MTs. I feel I'm responsible for bringing them here. Let's go make things right. So, as I was mentioning this Final Fantasy XV mechanics, this next fight will be utilizing some of the Final Fantasy XV mechanics. Specifically the king of whatever he just called that thing. Anyways, so we need to head back over here to Caroline Canopy, which is the New Adventurers Guild kind of sort of area. Also the inn as well. And also the area for the airship thing. And we see Noctis and Kibijaka right here. Noctis. Ready when you are. So this can be a little difficult if you're only level 50 and you don't have Ironworks gear. I do recommend that you play as a DPS class if you can. It's a little harder as a tank and as a healer. However, said that, the changes to when Shadowbringers was released, so the changes to all the jobs when Shadowbringers was released, may make it a lot easier than it used to be. If you do have trouble getting some poetics, so that's tomestones of poetics, from the main scenario quest roulette or some of the other roulettes, will help you so that you can get your Ironworks gear. So that will help you, and your Ironworks gear can be obtained in Mordona or in any of the city-states by the supply person who's nearby the Aetheryte. But anyway, Kibijaka. The airship is ready to bear you and Noctis into battle. Are your preparations in order? Yep. Without further ado then. Now let's see if I remember how this fight goes. And this Garuda is not the Final Fantasy XIV one. Squawk! Run! Run for your lives! Like our goddess, it's yet our goddess, it's not! Nay, something else this thing is. Flee this place we must. Bye! Ooh, this looks so pretty in compared to my old computer. Because I didn't have it then. At least I don't think so. Clamorous creatures, why have they summoned me? And what strange land is this? Ah, the chosen king Noctis. So that is the way of it. Yours was the presence that drew me hither. Very well, take up your weapon, chosen king, and face me. We shall see if you are worthy of my power. So we have this action button here. You will want to be able to pay attention to it. Alright, Slivering, it's time to put your new power to use. You'll get the hang of it in no time. We'll warp circles around Garuda. Use the duty action warped attack to something. What was that? To attack Garuda from a distance and move swiftly around the battlefield. So you can see here, if we hit this button magically there, we will teleport right to her. You will want to pay attention to that and the monolith over there. Without actually selecting that. And I don't think we actually want to destroy that. I also forgot how much I like this music! We want to teleport to that. So that we avoid her. And then actually select her again. Yeah, see, like I said. Oh, this is terrible. I might be able to have no problems with beating her in this fight simply because my level is high and whatnot. So, yes, I'm having problems here. And we want to teleport to that again because it's a quick AoE and otherwise we will be in it. And as a tank, you were even slower at running, so you definitely want to do that. Perform a warp strike together to Noctis to trigger something. Perform a warp strike together with Noctis to trigger a link strike and deal more damage. So basically you want to time it with him as well. Yes, we want to teleport to that so that we don't get caught in her thingy. Otherwise we get big ouchies. And we want to stack the Doritos. Did I mention I really like this music? Because if I didn't, I really like this music. And I is twapped. Son of a... Hang on, Sliverian! Active time maneuver! And we need to click this and fill it up because otherwise we're gonna be big dead. Look at that. Success. I'll take it from here. Ta-da! So that wasn't so bad. But I also had an idea of what I was doing, so... You pack a serious punch, Sliverian. I'm impressed. The crystal has chosen well indeed. I acknowledge your strength, Noctis. Yours and your companions both. Man, what is it with gods and trials? Do you always have to be so skeptical? So it is decreed. All the world's peril do we grant our power unto the untested. Hey, the car's working. Apologies for the delay. She's unlike anything I've seen before, so it took me a while to get acquainted. The regalia is as good as new. You don't say. Seriously? I owe you big time. Noctis, there is much you have left undone on Eos. Or Eos? Your presence here is an anchor, allowing me to link the two worlds. For you, I shall open the way. Tarry not, for the gate cannot remain for long. Got it. Thanks. Divinities, one minute they're trying to kill you, the next they're helping you. I'll never understand them. Thanks for the company, Celebrian. It was nice going around with you. I had fun. Let's do it again sometime. Take care of business back home. I had fun. Let's do it again sometime. Yeah, definitely. We gotta hang out again. And this is also one of my favorite pieces. Well, I better get moving. I've got a promise to keep after all. Take care now. Bye-bye. Now that I paid attention to the fiancé thing, I'm guessing that's probably her. Never paid attention to... Or I must have missed that part of the dialogue and didn't catch that. Anyway. And off he goes. Alrighty, and speaking with Gipi Jaga. Hello, Sid. Before Noctis went into the portal, I could have sworn I saw a woman amidst the light, an ethereal beauty dressed all in white. It wasn't just you, I saw it too. I saw her too. It seems to me she was waiting for Noctis, guiding him. I can only assume they share a deep bond. Oh, then perhaps that was his fiancée. Perhaps so, and perhaps not. The sole person who could have enlightened us has vanished into the light. Well, whoever and wherever Noctis' fiancé may be, I do hope they are reunited. As I said, I haven't played Final Fantasy XV, so I have absolutely no idea. Right! While events are still fresh in my mind, I shall return to my office and put pen to parchment. Master Sid, many thanks for your cooperation. But the most thanks of all I reserve for you, my dear adventurer. In no small part due to your help, Noctis managed to find his way home, and my article can reach your climactic conclusion. See that you do not miss it. As I stammered through it. Won't miss it. And off she goes. A strangely charismatic young man was Noctis. In the end, we never learned the circumstances of him coming here. But if he has things he must do back home, as that Garuda like being said, perhaps that was a trial that he had to overcome along his journey. At any rate, old friend, I believe our work here is done. Wherever the long road may lead him, may Noctis ever ride in the light of the crystal. Bye-bye. the messenger of the winds concludes, and again, rewards and notes and all that stuff. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Ironworks vendor at the Gold Saucer. Available for a limited time only. And if you haven't already done this before, as you can see in the chat here, the number of people getting the achievements, a brother from another mother crystal, as I accidentally click on the wrong thing here. You can see I've already done that, hence why I already had the quest. But anyway, you would get the brother from another mother crystal achievement. Anyway, so I already showed you the Ironworks in Gridania. I will try to find the other ones, and I may throw up an image of the locations of each of them in Thadalin, or Ul'dah, Limsa, and obviously Gridania. We know that it's by the amphitheater over here. And then there's the Black Brush one in Thadalin, which is where it might be. But anyways, mentioning Thadalin, we're going to teleport to the Gold Saucer to show you the different MGP rewards that you can obtain with this event now that it's completed the quests again. We will obviously have the 200,000 guild, the 200,000 MGP car, which I've already demonstrated before. We will have a triple triad card, and I believe that is it. I feel like I'm forgetting. Ah, yes, the hairstyles. We also have that. So if we head over here to the Gold Saucer, we will see our normal things, and as per usual, the event-related ones are usually over here. So the Ironworks vendor here, as you can see, the Regalia Type G title is the thing you need to purchase in order to get the car. So once you get this, you use your item in here, and then you can use it. So I've already got all of these things, so I clearly have more than enough gil if I wanted them again, but obviously I can't. So these are obviously available until the end of the event, and if you're concerned about not having enough gil, reminder that there is the challenge logs in the Gold Saucer. So you can see we have the complete 3 mini-games, earn 100 MGP from the mini-games. You can see right there that's 2,500 MGP right there, and if you don't think that's a lot, well, there's obviously completing the gates, participating in the gates, the chocobo races. Just doing chocobo races itself will usually yield you 500 to 1,000, sometimes more MGP depending on things. And obviously you have the other ones as well. And don't forget about the fashion report, which you can find over, if I stop opening the crafting table instead of the map. The fashion report is over here in this area, the one, again, wrong map. Why are we zoomed out? The Wonder Square over here. You can see Mask Rose, and you really don't need to do anything to participate with this. You can confirm the challenge before the week. It opens up on Fridays and ends on Tuesdays in the wee hours of the morning before server time changes. So basically from Friday to Monday is your best bet, at least in North America, because the time zones is based on Japan time and all that stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. And then obviously, oops, let's fail. There we go. Now we can bounce around here. Obviously, if you have more time to put a little more effort into it, as I mentioned in my other video to say that this event was returning, that Mioni does this, and I think someone also said that someone on Twitter does it. I don't remember the name because the comment on my video was removed. I don't know if they removed it or if it happened to have a link in it. If they did have a link, I will note that if you share links in my comments, the comment will automatically be deleted. I had some not kid-friendly links being shared by bots on my YouTube channel and my videos, so I made it so that no links could be shared. So I apologize if you have made a comment and I haven't seen it. That's why. Anyways, So yeah, so putting little effort into the fashion report each week will yield you 10,000 gil no matter what, 11,000 possibly if your FC has boosted the MGP thing. With the, as you can see, these are not the MGP ones, but they're the boosts things. Talk to your free company if you want those up, and they do take some work to craft, so try to offer your help if you can to make sure that the MGP bonuses can be running throughout the month. As I said, the event ends October 18th, and if we forget that, as we can see up here, it says that the Nocturne for Heroes collaboration event, aka the Final Fantasy XV crossover with Final Fantasy XIV event, is underway until October 18th, so you have over a month to get 200,000 gil, or gil, what is with me in gil? 200,000 MGP and whatnot. So, obviously, if you don't have any MGP, it's going to be a little more challenging for you to get it. The fashion report, you'll have 4 weeks at least for that, or 3 weeks anyway, so that's at least 30,000 gil MGP. There's gil again. And then also there is the mini cacpot and the jumbo cacpot. The jumbo cacpot drawing is on Saturday, I believe, for every world data center. I could be mistaken. You can check the lodestone for the time, or you can just visit the what's it called? The Jumbo Cacpot area, or you can also go here and you can see here the Jumbo Cacpot waiting for results, and obviously you can see my numbers that I've picked, and that I also have the mini Cacpot still yet to do today. And there's also Triple Triad tournaments and all that stuff to get you more gil, and if you want to work on getting the Triple Triad mount, having collected all the Triple Triad cards, you could work on the Triple Triad collecting against NPCs, which also means you'll be making more MGP and all that sort of stuff too. So there's some tips for you, and just to kind of recap again, the event continues on until October 18th. There are prizes to be rewarded from the Fate back in the Black Rush in Thanalan, so that's Central Shroud, Black Rush over here in the Clutch area. And again, if you have problems finding people to help you with, you can do the shout without the caps, the shout, or the yell, or if you happen to be on the free trial, obviously you won't have the shout. Probably go to the Black Rush area, just buy that aetheryte, and you'll probably find somebody to be able to help you. I don't expect that there will be difficulty, except for maybe towards the last 4 or 5 days of the event. But even then, there should be enough people to easily get the event done. Just the fate done. Might just take a little longer. Anyway, so obviously there's the Orchestrion rules from the Ironworks NPCs. Anyways, I am rambling at this point, so anyways, that is it for this one. Thanks for watching!